Joanns got delisted from the stock market, from the NASDAQ. That's what made me make this video. Something has to change. This is a very unfortunate video. But with life, the good thing is there's always room for growth. There's always room to turn things around. Joanns, count your days. I'm big on my finances, where my money go to. And I'm also big on, if you're a consumer, there's only two things: either you're a buyer or a seller. most people, well, most people are buyers. Excuse me. You have a select few that's both. I'm big on, if you're investing into a company and they're not paying you, investing into you back, you should be a shareholder of the company. I wasn't even gonna make this video. I was talking to my lady. I wasn't even gonna make this video because I've been trying with Joanns. I've been sewing since 2013. Since 2013. I still have my first sewing machine that I purchased from Joanns. I love this baby. I still have my first sewing machine that I purchased from Joanns. I've been talking to the people at Joanns trying to get a sponsorship. Because again, I don't like to call myself just a designer. I'm a creator. And with most creators come, we like to analyze things. And I'm more than a creator. Again, I can just see things and break it down and know how to make it 10 times better just by looking at it. Again, I wish I would have brought some fabric with me, but I can turn literally all of this, every fashion show that I've had, every product I've sold, 95% of the products that I've sold, again, because I do one of ones right now. So 90, probably like 97, 98% of the fabric that I use to make my garments, make my bags, come from Joann's. I don't even like to say that because again, like that Joann's is like that friend that only come around when they want something. You don't see Joanne sponsoring anybody. Hell, now you barely see people shopping at Joann's. But all of my garments I've made, these are formless bags. Man, me and my matching sets, me and my lady be at the airport toting these matching set bags. This is my daily duffel right here. This is used to carry my laptop, my binders. Uh, this is like a crossbody, but I use it like a on body because I don't really like putting things on my body. But this is what I use to carry my EDC, small notepads, front pocket, wallet, phone, keys. This is also the big duffel. I took a pair of Amiri bone denim, took the bones off, and made my duffel. This is what I use to travel, my traveling duffel. I'll show a little how it looks on body, but all of these materials, you wouldn't even expect them to come from Joann's. And that's my point. Back to the financial part real quick before we go deep into this of, yeah, of everything. I was upset when I seen the whole bankruptcy thing, but I can't say I didn't expect it. I had this conversation with some employees that work at Joann's about 2 years ago. I was just telling them I see the downfall of Joann's, and it's little things that need to be tweaked. But the bigger part, what made me make this video was, again, I like to invest in companies that I'm invested in too if they're not paying me. So I have an Apple. I'm recording this video on the iPhone. I'm invested in Apple. I want to go over the definition of insanity. It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Since 2013, I've been sewing. Nothing has changed with Joanns. It's 2024. It's 11 years. Nothing has changed. I have to go in Joanns and really bring the creative side out to make these garments. I can put money on it. You can't find anyone else that shop at Joann's that makes similar garments. Your target audience is dying. You're targeting grannies who like to get yarn and make quilts for their kittens. Like, if you want to survive in the future, if you want to be here by 2030, you have to find the future. You go in Joann's. I don't care what Joann's you go to, you're gonna find old white lady employees that can't tell you a lick about any fabric you need, any information you need, let alone they don't even know what aisle the fabric is on that you need. There's a list of things that's wrong with Joann's. And this is not a bash video. I really love Joann's, and that's the reason I'm making this video. Cause it's like, change your team up. Whoever is in head of how things are ran in Joann's need to be out the door. Needs to be out the door. You have young people like myself that can come and turn this thing around, snap of a finger. The future of fashion. The number one problem in fashion is 98.9% of the designers, quote unquote designers, are not designers. So you really have to target the people and find the people that's good at what they do. The few select people that actually sew, you have to find them and bring them on your team before somebody else do. Because I'm gonna tell you right now who's gonna put you out of business. Etsy. Etsy is literally the online Joann's on steroids. The only downfall about Etsy for people like myself, people that like to feel, I like to see the fabric first, feel the fabric first, so the ideas can get rolling in my head before I even purchase it. Some people don't mind that, and that's why Etsy is doing numbers. You can Etsy is a one-stop shop. Etsy is a one-stop shop. Joann's, count your days. I'm trying to tell you, all the people that, and I don't want to make this a race thing, but I can't help but notice it. All the companies that's scared to bring on black people, we're the flavor. We're the flavor of everything. Look at it. Everything. You see white people dancing to our music on TikTok. You don't see no black people doing this. You see everybody copying our race. And nobody wants to bring us on the team. Nobody wants to pay us to make their company 10 times better, even though we'll still be making pennies on the dollar. You can pay me six-figure contract right now for a year. I would be fine with that, but that won't even touch what you would be bringing in just by bringing me onto the team, someone like myself onto the team. 100,000, 200, a quarter million won't even touch what will be coming in because we know what the community wants. You're not in the community, so you don't know. Again, the person that's running Joann's is probably an older white person that loves cats, that want to make their little nephew Brad a Superman outfit for Halloween. That's not the future. That's not the future. I'm trying to tell you, nothing is wrong with that. Joann's literally needs to be flipped. You have a small section of quality fabrics and a huge selection of fabrics nobody uses. The future of fashion is not coming in there buying Superman cotton fabric. No. I have to go into the upholstery section just to get quality fabric. Look at the end. You probably can't tell the details in here, but look at the inside of this right here. This is velvet. This is velvet. This is upholstery fabric. This is upholstery fabric. Same with this. Same with this. This is blue velvet inside of here. Blue, come on, man. You not finding this in, bruh. Y'all have 15, as soon as you walk in there, 15 walls of cheap fabric, two sections of quality fabric. And then you put everything on discount, and multiple people have you on TikTok blazing you guys, putting everything on discount, 50% off, but marking the price up. If you go mark the price up, at least take the stickers off. They peeling the stickers off, and the prices was cheaper than what it was when you put it on discount. Like, what do you expect when you're running a company like this? Real spill. I spent so you can go back. I haven't even been posting my one of ones videos again. When me and my lady be at the airport carrying these Don Safan bags, people be like, "Where'd you get this from?" Oh, I handmade this. Oh, where you get your fabric from? I don't even want to say Joanns. I don't even want to say Joanns just because I've spent years. Again, everything takes time. Again, I can go back to one of the first bags I've made. This was one of the first bags I made. Nothing compared to what I'm doing now. But everything takes time. But it's been 10 plus years of the same thing. I don't even want to say I get my fabric from Joann's because I don't want to give you guys credit. You guys don't put no effort into your community, the people that actually supports the company. We might as well be better off going to Etsy. Even I like to feel my fabric, I send it back. Is your pride really that messed up where you don't want to bring black people on to turn this company around? And then there's companies like you, like we don't notice this. You go on the website, all these white people, and then that one black person that looks misplaced. That one black person. That one black person. When is this gonna change, you guys? When is this gonna change? And I feel like you know the problem. Most companies know the problem, but you want to look over that problem. I go in Joann's and at first it was weird, but they love me now. I guess because I've been going there for years. I've taken garments there that I've made. Some of the people came to my fashion shows and they see what I'm about. I'm in there. I'm in Joann's about 3 to 4 times a week. There's only three Joann's in my area, Nashville, Tennessee. You got one in Mount Juliet, one in Cool Springs, and then one out in Madison, Tennessee. All of them is the same. 80, no, excuse me. 95% of the fabrics you look right over. I look right over. Every time I go in there, older white people, they either in the yarn section or they in the cotton section with all the superheroes and that type of fabric. There's only about two other fashion stores, fabric stores, and they are way overpriced. But when I really want that quality there, when somebody really paid me that price to make them a one on one, that's where I go. Because I'm not gonna find it at Joann's. So I want to give you guys just some tips again from outside looking in. Number one is the team. Get people in there that's friendly, that know what they're talking about, and that can direct people where they need to go. These older people, again, it's dying off. It's time for them to retire or put them somewhere else. People that needs to be answering questions, they cutting the fabric wrong. Like I asked them, you've been working here for how long? And you don't know where the velvet section is, the suede, where's the upholstery section? I think let me ask somebody else. On a walkie-talkie. Where's the nobody knows. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll find it myself. I'll find it myself. The tools that they use Oh yeah, Joanne sell it, but not in store. What? This lady cut my fabric with these electric scissors. I'm like, I want two of those. Where can I get it from? Um, do we sell these in store? No. What? Like, bro, when we see something, we want it now. We want it now. We don't have to wait. Which brings me to another point. Why everything that's online has availability? I order it for pickup, and they cancel my order every time. The past 2 weeks, I've been trying to order stuff, no matter if it's adhesive glue or boxes to put my garments in. My order is canceled, even though it says it has 5 in stock. Okay, cool. Your card hasn't been charged. Order from another store. They got 3 in stock. Boom, place an order. Your order is canceled. Joanns, I love you guys. I love you guys. It's always been a big dream of mine to become a partnership with Joanne's. And I'm that one that I don't play about my craft. I don't play about my craft, my passion. And again, I've been with Joanne's for 10 plus years. But I feel like I'm seeing the downfall right in front of our eyes. Delisted from the market, filed for bankruptcy. Let's make it a one stop shop. I come in there, I need I need my machine worked on. Nobody does it in Joann's. You can buy machines there, but nobody works on the machines there. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. That's an easy upcharge right there. Put machines in there that can print on fabric. It's 2024. It's 2024. You will make way more money having blank fabrics and giving people the option to print their design on it rather than the prints that you have on the fabric already and selling that's been sitting there for years. Nobody wants that. I want to be able to come in and print my logo, my signature on this fabric and be ready to roll. All I have to do is come home, cut the pattern out, start sewing it, put it together. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Every teacher was once a student at some point. I'm not saying I know it all, but I'm just here to give some advice. My advice is a little different. I'm straight to the point. I don't like to sugarcoat anything. Um, Again, I really love Joanne's. The team needs to be fixed, no matter what Joanne's you go to. The machinery. Let's have repairs at Joanne's. Let's have different machine options where we can print on our fabric. Things that we say that's in stock, let's actually have it in stock, or let's take that option away. Because your time is everything. Time is everything. I want to be proud to say all this material came from Joann's, and look what I turned it into. A roll of fabric into these garments. I have garments sitting right here. Look at this. You wouldn't even expect it. Look at this. This was one of my first fashion shows. I made a matching backpack to go with this vest. Fur collar, fur pillar, red upholstery, leather. Look at this. Short set to go with this as well. This is one of my futuristic pieces. This is the see-through China shirt I made. Turtleneck, floral turtleneck, see-through fabric. I'm trying to tell you, find somebody else that's turning Joann's fabric into this. You need to target the young audience to survive. It's this business is just like every other business. The music industry, now streaming. First it was the music. Everybody want to sign the hottest next thing coming up. Then you seen streaming platform. They giving them Nike deals, Adidas deals, some type of sneaker deals and stuff. I'm telling you now, mark this word. Fashion is next. Fashion is next. When I'm in Nashville Fashion Week, I need to be sponsored by Joanns. I need to be sponsored by Joanns. And watch how that turn you up. Flip your audience instead of targeting holidays and though that type of crowd, you need to target designers. Again, majority of the designers are not real designers. These are people that like to press and print. So you should have those options as well. T-shirts, hoodies, screen print, one-stop shop. It's a craft store. You should have a one-stop shop. Stop spending so much money on the fabrics that nobody is using and start getting blank materials of quality over quantity. You're looking at I don't like to compare myself to anybody, but you're looking at like the Cassinet of the fashion design right now. Mark my words. You're looking at the Cassinet of fashion design, Don Chiffon, right here in front of your eyes. You can't say I didn't tell you guys. You already filed for bankruptcy, and I see again you're delisted from the market. It's time to turn it around. It's time to turn it around. I threw my first fashion show a little while back. I learned so much from it. I had to play both the teacher and the student. After everything was done, it was time to go back into student mode and go over the things that I could have did differently. Listen to the people that's further ahead of me that told me things that I could have done differently. I soaked that in. I came back into the lab and I worked on it, worked on it, worked on it. I haven't been promoting like I need to be, like I should be, but I'm perfecting my craft right now. And this is the time. My lady has a huge following on TikTok, on social media in general, have a nice following. She done reached out to Joanns and they came back with something like, oh, we don't really need to sponsor anybody right now. This is when you guys drop that the pattern cutting table. It like shines a light down on the fabric and you can cut out your pattern like that. This is like maybe like 2 years ago. But it's like look where you're at now. It's because of the pride. Put more of our people in place. Because we are the future. We are the future. I don't care if you like it or not. You have to accept it. It is what it is. Name any other race that's doing it like our culture. That's let's be honest. Let's really be honest. Again, I don't sugarcoat anything. I get straight to it. This is not a race thing. This is not no, but you really have to accept what's going on in order to change your circumstances. By you changing your circumstances, help other people. But by you not wanting to help other people, you hurt yourself in the long run. And look where we at today. So again, Joanns, man, I still love you guys. My patience is weighing very thin. Just because again, it's insanity. I have a fashion show I'm working for spring, summer 2025. So we have about maybe 5 months. Well, we in September, October, November, December, January, February. We got about 5 months. Guess what? I went to Joann's. Guess what? The same fabrics I purchased for my fashion show 2 years ago is still there. No new options. No new options. So guess what? Now I have to go outside of myself. Go to Etsy. And I was actually disappointed in Etsy as well. But they ship pretty fast. Prices was very decent. And it was a one-stop shop. I got everything I needed on Etsy. And out of everything that I purchased, I was only upset about my interior fabric, the fabric that goes on the inside of my bag. And actually, this duffel right here is full. It's full right now of my things, but it's a blue suede on the inside, but it's a faux suede. And the description explained it as like a real thick suede, but it's super thin. And I didn't like it, but I made it work. Other than that, man, hopefully I covered everything. Again, you guys, let's operate out of love. You know what I'm saying? Let's operate out of love. Don't hire people that is decent or good at what they do. Hire people that's good at what they do, but mainly love what they do. Those are the ones that's not gonna turn on you. Those are the ones that's gonna turn your company around for the good. I don't I'm not just decent at sewing. I love what I do. And it's really beyond me myself sewing. Like I'm really building for a team to back myself up. But I love creating. I love designing. Can't no screen press company, excuse me, can no screen press company touch what I'm doing. There's a select few people that hand sew nowadays. Better yet, clothing. I went to 1 year of college. It was a fashion design college called, at the time it was called Omore College of Designs. Out of pocket, we paid, I think it was like 15, 20,000. And when I tell you, I was upset. Didn't learn much of nothing. And I was pretty much helping the other students because I come from YouTube University. I come from YouTube University. Everything I learned from YouTube, putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. I was gifted my first sewing machine in 2013. I used that thing. It was a cheap sewing machine from Joanns. It was a cheap sewing machine I was gifted. I think it was like no more than $100. Maybe it was, I think it was like 70, $80. And I had to get another one. And this one right here, this Stinger, I believe is like a, I want to say a 7538, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. But I purchased this sewing machine myself and I still have it to this day. But I went to school. I learned a little bit, but pretty much I was helping teach the class. I was helping other students that just got into this because their parents wanted them to go to college. Or just because, again, this was a, you could count the black people on your hands. Um, so this was a dominant white college, hair flipping, tight vibes. Like, oh my, rich students. Everybody there was pretty much wealthy, rich, had rich parents. Pulling, like, I'm talking about young kids pulling up in Mercedes, BMWs, that type of vibe. Hair flipping girls. Oh, my parents sent me here for this, and that. Mind you, I'm here because I'm trying to take my life to the next level. I come in, we had to make 3 garments to bring to show the instructors what we do and to be accepted into it. I sold I put together 3 velvet shirts. Guess where it came from? They wasn't my best work, but guess what? I was just starting off, and again, I'm coming from YouTube. I'm up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, cutting and sewing, cutting and sewing, cutting and sewing. It's paying off. But my thing is, man, I don't even wanna have this video too long. The whole purpose of this video is, Joanns, be open minded. Just be open minded. The directors of Joanns, be open minded. Cut the fabric cost and bring in someone, again, like myself, that knows the future, that sees the future, that is the future of where your company is going. If not, just get washed up in the dust. You're gonna be right there with Hobby Lobby. Let's get back on the stock market. Let's do it. Let's get back on the stock market. Let's get them charts up. Let's get this promotion right. Bring the culture on. Pay these people 100,000 a year. That's nothing. 100,000 a year. You could pick. You could pick the top 5 cities. The top 5 cities right now. You could pick top 5 designers. Pay them 100,000 a year. That's less than $1 million. You can spend $1 million, 1 million. You can spend $1 million budget on these designers and see how they can turn you around. 10 designers, 100,000 a year. Watch how we turn it around. And that's really cutting it short. That's really cutting ourselves short because we doing the work, purchasing the fabrics, creating the designs, putting the garment together, and promoting. 100,000 is cutting it short in 2024. But that's just the fact that I'm really willing to help. I'm really willing to help. I gave you some advice. Hopefully this get to you. Much love. Done.